Welcome to the second part of this week's recipe for Black Forest Gâteau Macarons. You should have already made the chocolate macaron shells, so now it's time to move on to the fillings, starting with the sour cherry filling. For this, you'll need a 425 gram jar of sour cherries in juice, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Pour the cherries through a sieve into a small saucepan, removing as much liquid as possible. Add the sugar, then place onto a medium-high heat until it begins to bubble. Reduce the heat to medium-low and allow to boil for around 30 minutes until it's formed a thick syrup. Remove from the heat, add the butter, then stir until melted and combined. Place the drained cherries into a food processor and pulse until finely chopped. Transfer to a bowl, pour over the warm syrup and mix it through. Cover the bowl and place it into the fridge to chill overnight, and once you drain off any excess liquid, you should be left with a thick, jammy mixture. Next we move on to the custard cream filling, and for this you'll need 500 ml of thickened or double cream, 250 ml of milk, 3 large egg yolks, a quarter of a cup of caster sugar, 2 tablespoons of corn flour or corn starch, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Place the milk into a saucepan along with the vanilla and warm over a medium heat until it just begins to simmer. Then remove from the heat. Add the egg yolks to a bowl and whisk to break them up. Add the sugar and whisk until light and fluffy. Then add the corn flour and whisk until thick and pale. Slowly whisk the warm milk into the egg mixture until combined. Then return to the saucepan and place back onto a medium-low heat, stirring constantly until it thickens. Once lumps start to form, remove from the heat immediately and keep mixing until smooth. Then transfer to a bowl and place a sheet of cling film onto the surface and leave aside to cool. Pour the cream into a large bowl or jug and whip to stiff peaks. Stir the cooled custard to loosen it, then add a dollop of whipped cream to make it lighter. Add the custard to the whipped cream and fold together until combined. Now that both fillings are finished, we can move on to assembling the macarons. As these macarons weren't made using a stable meringue, you'll most likely end up with a combination of both good macarons and bad macarons, but don't worry. Take a cracked macaron and pipe on dollops of the custard cream until the base is covered. Then pipe on some of the sour cherry filling. Take a smooth macaron and place it over the top. This is what a macaron usually looks like, but I'm adding another layer of filled macaron to the bottom. Pipe another blob of custard cream onto the top, then garnish with a maraschino cherry. And there you have it, Black Forest Gâteau Macarons. To check out Cooking with Karma's channel, please click the screen on the right, or for both my plain and chocolate macaron recipes, please click the boxes on the left. And if you like what you see, subscribe and stay tuned for more. Please also check out my blog at www.foodpointhq.blogspot.com for more in-depth recipe instructions. If you have a recipe request, please send me an email or message and it may be featured in a future episode. Until next time, happy eating!